Welcome back to the channel. The Mikoyan MiG-41, also known as PAK-DP, represents one of the most ambitious aerospace undertakings in modern Russian military aviation. Born as the spiritual and technological successor to the MiG-31 Foxhound, the MiG-41 is envisioned as a sixth-generation interceptor capable of operating at speeds exceeding Mach 4 and potentially pushing toward the hypersonic threshold. Its development signals Russia's intent to dominate the high-altitude interception domain, especially in defense of vast regions like the Arctic and Siberia. Although still in development and cloaked in secrecy, what is known points to an aircraft that challenges the boundaries of engineering and physics. Designed by the legendary Mikoyan Design Bureau, the MiG-41 is a result of the PAK-DP Prospective Air Complex for Long-Range Interception program. Initiated in the 2010s, this project seeks to replace the aging MiG-31 fleet, which, despite its incredible capabilities, is nearing the end of its service life. Russia's airspace defense strategy relies heavily on interceptors that can cover enormous distances quickly and neutralize threats far from its borders. The MiG-41 is being crafted to do this and more. Not only intercepting enemy aircraft, but also operating in near-space environments and potentially serving as an anti-satellite platform. The design philosophy of the MiG-41 leans heavily into stealth, speed, and endurance. Renderings and rumors suggest a sleek, angular frame with radar-absorbing surfaces and a blended wing-body configuration, optimized for supersonic and hypersonic travel. While most current fighters struggle to maintain Mach 2 speeds, the MiG-41 is expected to sustain Mach 4 or more. This massive leap requires revolutionary advancements in propulsion. Speculation centers on a variant of the Izdela-30 engine, the same engine intended for the Su-57, but significantly modified. Some even suggest the use of ramjet or combined cycle propulsion systems, enabling operation at altitudes approaching 45 kilometers or 148,000 feet. Speed, however, is only part of the equation. The MiG-41 will be outfitted with avionics, likely incorporating AI-assisted targeting, autonomous operational modes, and advanced electronic warfare systems. A glass cockpit with multifunction displays, voice command controls, and augmented reality interfaces is expected. Its sensor suite will feature multiband radars, infrared search and track IRST, passive sensors, and possibly quantum radar technologies. All these systems are designed to ensure the MiG-41 can detect, track and engage stealth aircraft, ballistic missiles, and hypersonic threats long before they enter contested airspace. When it comes to armament, the MiG-41 is anticipated to carry a versatile and lethal arsenal. Internally housed for stealth, its weapons bay may include long-range air-to-air missiles such as the R-37M or K-77M, air-to-ground missiles, and even directed energy weapons like onboard lasers or high-power microwave systems. One of its most futuristic capabilities is the potential to engage in anti-satellite missions. With rising global tensions and increasing reliance on orbital infrastructure, having the ability to neutralize satellites from an atmospheric platform could give Russia a strategic upper hand. Another notable feature being discussed is the MiG-41's supposed ability to launch submunitions or even drones mid-flight. This would position the aircraft not just as an interceptor but as a multi-role asset capable of surveillance, jamming, decoy deployment, and swarming tactics. These drones could extend the MiG-41's reach, serve as forward sensors, or overwhelm enemy defenses. The construction of such a futuristic platform doesn't come without challenges. The extreme speeds involved pose significant issues in terms of material strength, heat resistance, airframe stress, and control surface stability. Operating at hypersonic speeds requires materials that can withstand intense thermal loads. The canopy, skin, and engine inlets must all be reinforced with cutting-edge alloys and composite materials. Moreover, maintaining stealth characteristics at such speeds is another hurdle altogether, as high velocities tend to compromise radar-absorbing coatings and reveal thermal signatures. Despite these engineering challenges, Russia remains committed to the MiG-41's development. Official statements suggest that prototype development is underway, with wind tunnel testing and subsystem research ongoing. A first flight is anticipated sometime in the late 2020s. Although no confirmed public sightings or images of a working prototype have emerged, given the scale of the project and Russia's economic and logistical constraints, delays are possible if not expected. However, even in its conceptual phase, the MiG-41 has become a symbol of Russia's aerospace ambition. Strategically, the MiG-41 fits into a broader doctrine focused on defending Russian sovereignty from emerging threats such as stealth bombers, reconnaissance aircraft, and hypersonic missiles. Traditional radar and ground-based systems may struggle to detect or intercept threats flying at extreme altitudes and speeds. The MiG-41, with its ability to patrol the stratosphere and react within minutes, provides a critical layer of aerial defense. It also ensures Russia maintains a credible deterrent in the face of evolving Western aircraft programs like the U.S. Next Generation Air Dominance NGAD and the UK lead Tempest. Asterisk comparing the MiG-41 to other sixth-generation projects highlights both its uniqueness and its risks, while the NGAD emphasizes multi-role capabilities, AI integration, and stealth dominance. The MiG-41 focuses more narrowly on interception and speed. This specialization could allow it to outperform other aircraft in its niche role, though it may also limit its versatility. Unlike the NGAD or Tempest, the MiG-41 is not currently envisioned as a strike fighter or tactical platform, which could restrict its battlefield relevance in certain scenarios. Asterisk nevertheless, its sheer performance specs, if realized, will place it in a league of its own. No existing manned aircraft can currently cruise at Mach 4 while carrying a significant weapons load. If the MiG-41 succeeds in doing so, it will be the fastest fighter jet in operation, possibly the fastest in history. This advantage could allow it to engage and disengage at will, dominate high-altitude airspace, and counter threats with unprecedented responsiveness. Asterisk another aspect that deserves attention is its potential unmanned variant. As military aviation continues trending toward automation and remote capabilities, Russia may explore a version of the MiG-41 that operates without a human pilot. This could allow the aircraft to perform high-risk missions, loiter at extreme altitudes for longer durations, and reduce the life support systems on board, freeing up space for weapons or sensors. Asterisk as of now, most of what is known about the MiG-41 comes from defense analysts, speculative renderings, and statements from Russian military officials. There are no verifiable images, test footage, or prototype sightings in the public domain. This lack of transparency leads some critics to question whether the MiG-41 is real or simply a propaganda tool meant to showcase Russian aerospace prowess. Others argue that secrecy is expected for such a strategic system and that development is ongoing behind closed doors. Asterisk given the history of delayed or stalled Russian projects, such skepticism is understandable. The Su-57 program, for example, faced years of setbacks before the aircraft finally entered service in small numbers. The T-14 Armata tank has similarly struggled with production and deployment. If the MiG-41 follows the same path, it may be many years before it becomes operational, if at all. However, even the pursuit of such an aircraft advances research, boosts morale, and influences global defense planning. Asterisk the concept of a Mach 4 interceptor capable of reaching near space, evading radar, and delivering hypersonic payloads is a potent one. It suggests a future where the boundaries between air and space are increasingly blurred. Such platforms could evolve into space access vehicles, satellite launchers, or even kinetic energy weapons platforms. The MiG-41 may be the beginning of that transition, a step toward aerospace dominance rather than just aerial superiority. Asterisk in conclusion, the Mikoyan MiG-41 stands as one of the most intriguing and controversial aircraft developments of the 21st century. It blends ambition, mystery, and technical innovation into a single platform. If realized, it could reshape the role of interceptors and redefine how nations defend their airspace. If not, it remains a symbol of aspirational engineering and the constant drive to surpass the limits of flight. Whether myth or miracle, the MiG-41 has already secured its place in the imagination of aviation enthusiasts and defense watchers around the world. Asterisk.